You're listening to the Chronicles of Living podcast, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. Now let's talk.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. On the road of life, you can't stop. You can't stop moving. Keep move. Keep that pace. You switching to gear. Let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working. It's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady. Don't watch the clock go round.
Greetings, my visionary dreamers. How is everybody doing today? This is Adionne, and the topic of today is don't answer to your past. Don't do it. I'll be right back.
We are learning, always turning later. Cannot stop the time. Always merging into lanes that better suit us as we ride. Switch it up. Switching to gear, let's go. As we climb up the hill, don't slow down. Pedal a little more. The mind is working, it's in control. Your wheels are turning a little more. Going higher another notch. Keep it steady, don't watch the clock go round.
As I said, this is Adionne, and you are listening to Chronicles of Livin podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know us extraordinary folk doing the damn thing the best way we can, and I am Adionne, your dream pusher. I'm just saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit, y'all. And today we're going to talk about not answering to your past. Don't do it, y'all. Don't answer to your past. And if you tuned in last week, the best thing I could do when I'm going to miss a week is just put the new date for the week out. There's so many emails in my blog. I have to get to all of y'all, and I just thank y'all so much. But definitely, because the blog has so many emails, it's kind of overwhelming, but I love it. I thank you guys. Email me at adionne-your-dream-pusher at gmail.com. That's how you can really I can see you right away, because that's connected to my cell phone, and I can answer back a little bit quicker, okay? But please do not stop emailing me. I love you guys. I love the support. You are all so awesome, and this is why I keep coming back to do this show, and just letting me know how the show is helping you helps me, because every topic that I talk about, I'm talking to myself too, and I tell y'all that all the time. So if you're just tuning in for the first time, this show is about, I just want to push everybody into their dreams. That's it. Your goals, your visions, your dreams that you need to take off the shelf and dust off. But in order to do that, a lot of times we miss the fact that we have to clean ourselves up. We have to get rid of that junk in our trunk, get rid of that baggage. We don't want to be a bag lady like Erykah Badu says, and carrying the baggage along. And then when that dream or that vision comes to light, we mess it up, because we got all of this stuff, all of this junk still embedded in us that we haven't released yet. So therefore, every week I talk on something that can help us move into a better version of ourselves, or just tweet some things about ourselves. This is not to say every show might not apply to everybody, but this is why we got the app out there in the Google Play Store. You could download the app, listen to any show. It's on iTunes, it's on iHeartRadio, it's on Alexa, Spotify. You can go at any time to any one of those platforms and more, Stitcher, and hear whatever topic hits you. Whatever title hits you, I guarantee you, if it hits you, you need to hear that show. So you can always come back, guys, and definitely share with your friends. So let's get down to it. Last week, I had to take off because I was working on some things for the marketing materials for the podcast show and for the book, Visionary Dreamers 90-Day Journal, which is available on Amazon.com, and I put that book together for you guys. So, Visionary Dreamers 90-Day Journal by Adionne Williams. Go get that. Thank you guys for buying the book as well. So, I just want to say the reason why I came up with this topic is a couple of reasons, I've been doing Uber on the side here and there, and I had took a good while off from it. But then when I went back the other day, and I did it for a couple hours, and when I say a couple hours, I really did. It just was like maybe 2 hours. But I truly believe that those 2 hours was for 2 people that I picked up. One I gave the car to. One I kind of slept on, and I should have gave her the car, but it was kind of rushed. She was going to work. But, one of them, hopefully, he's listening. I never say names. This show is just to help people, not to put, people's business out there. And, we were talking, and he is fighting a drug addiction, and, he has a young daughter. And so I was just telling him, like, look, you're going to work, you're doing the best you can. Don't beat yourself up. At least you working at it. You got so many people out here working at it. He really loves his daughter. And, it's a difficult situation because in his heart, he wants to beat this thing. But because it's a part of him, it's a part of his past, it's a little struggle for him. And this is where I'm coming in at. Don't answer to your past. There was a time when, he was in that, and now he's working at getting out of it. And sometimes when you're working hard at getting out of a situation that was not beneficial to you or your loved ones, you have to get rid of a lot of things. Like, you have to delete folks that's connected to that part of your past. As crazy as it might sound, it might be family, it might be close friends, it might even be a spouse. But you might need to get away from that spouse, that family member, until you get strong enough that you won't allow that past life to creep back into your future life. You get what I'm saying? That helps you in that battle. That helps you to stay the course and to slowly let that past that's attached to you wither away. That's what happens. And then when people come to you and that's what they remember you by, and you're in the midst of cleaning yourself up, but they're still coming at your neck like, yo, come on, man, let's go out here, and let's go, hit this, or let's go do whatever, let's go have this drink or whatever, and you're weak. You have to be strong enough to say, I'm good, man. See ya. Don't judge them, because they're going to have to get to that point in their own timing. Focus on you. This is your mission. This is your walk. This is where your path is leading you to. You're leading yourself away from that, And so I have not given out homework in a very long time. And usually every now and then I used to give out homework, little assignments for you guys to do. You really need to get the Visionary Dreamer 90-Day Journal. I got some stuff in there for y'all. Keep y'all on task. But why don't you, and this is just one situation I'm talking about. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I like to mix it up and talk about a few different situations, because there are people listening from all over, and every situation doesn't apply to, each individual. But because there's so many different people, but a lot of times we go through a lot of the same stuff, I work at touching on quite a few things, so hopefully it hits you in a way that it can help you. Okay, so just bear with me as I go through different scenarios. Let's say it like that. But I need you all, if you have a past mistake, a past failure, a past relationship that has just been haunting you. I mean, every time you think of that person, every time you think of what you did, every time you think of how bad you failed at a thing, take out some paper. I need you to write it down. Seriously. Because writing is healing, whether you believe it or not. When you write something down on paper and you see it with your eyes, you can look at it and say, you know what, Adionne? Why are you still upset over this? Okay, it happened. All right, but this is what I learned from it. This is how I grew from it. This is what you need to do with this piece of paper. Write down the things that's still heavy on your heart, the mistakes, heartbreaks, all of that stuff. Write it down. Then after you write it down, I need you to take and write down at what point of that situation that you start feeling like, this is not really for me, or this is going downhill, or this is just not right. I shouldn't be doing this. At what point? Write it out. And then I need you to look at it, read it over, feel it with your heart, and know that there's something in this that helps you to grow in some type of way. And when you sit there and you meditate on that, think about that. Think about what is it from your past that's haunting you. What did you get out of that? What was it that helped you grow? As crazy as this may sound, I'm here to tell you there's something in your past that helped you grow. Because if not, it wouldn't still be on you so strong. There's something that God wanted you to get out of that. And yes, you might say, Adionne, no, my situation was horrible. I was molested. I was beat down. People came at me on a racist tip. All of that. It's horrible. And a lot of times it's not your fault. It really is not. So first I need you to forgive yourself, okay? And let yourself know, like, it is not your fault. If something happened to you that was out of your control, it is not your fault. But I also need you to forgive that person that did it to you, because hurting people hurt people. That's just how it goes, whether we believe it or realize it or not. Hurting people hurt people because they're hurting. They want somebody else to hurt. And a lot of times it's the closest person to them. And it's unfortunate. So I need you to let go and forgive. If you have been listening to the show, you know I'm so big on forgiveness because I know how powerful it is. Because once you forgive yourself, once you forgive someone else, guess what? It doesn't have any power over you anymore. You take your power back. But as long as you continue to revisit your past hurts and pains and shame, it will always hold power over you. Therefore, you won't be able to shake loose of an addiction. You won't be able to shake loose of a person. You won't be able to shake loose of the failure, so-called. Because I don't believe in failure and I really don't believe in mistakes. Those are two words that we use when things don't go our way. But they are here to show us what doesn't work. They are here to show us that we need to take another route. And we need to take out the good from that mistake, from that failure. What did work out of that? What was it that you liked about the relationship that you was in that was a so-called failure or mistake? What part of that relationship, what was it that attracted you to that person in the beginning? Take that part and keep that part close to your heart, okay? And then that way you know this is something that I want in a relationship. This one piece is something that I would really like to have in a relationship. But the rest of that is something that I will not stand for anymore. See, all of those things are here to teach us lessons. We are in the ever-ending school of the world Earth. Let's say it that way. This is the name of the school, World Earth or Earth World, whatever you want to call it, universe school. And this is what it's all about. If we don't make mistakes, if we don't fail, if we don't have a past that we can think about and sort through the things that wasn't good or was good, then how will you learn? How will you learn to problem solve? How will you learn what is not for you and what is for you? How will you learn what you like and dislike if you don't make mistakes in your past? If you don't have a past that has mistakes in it, let's say it that way. There are no perfect people. I say this all the time. The thing is, we are all working towards perfection. I hope. I mean, some of us have to get there, and we all grow at different levels, and we have to respect each other for that. We always have to look at each other and learn how to, not be so judgmental. At one point, I was like that, where I just looked at someone, and it wasn't in a bad way. My judgmental wasn't in a bad way. My judgmental was in a way of, come on now. I know you could do better. You got it in you. Like, I was always this pusher. I was always that see the potential in somebody and get upset for them. Like, I'm like, come on, you can do this. You can do this. And I had to learn that everybody moves at a different level. Everybody moves at a different speed. So I had to learn to fall back and stop thinking like, oh my God, if they would just do this, everything would be, good for them. Because at the end of the day, I'm still working on me. I'm still working on my life and still working on getting my life to a point that I feel that I am sufficient. I feel that I have arrived. Let's say it that way. And this is where we all have to learn that, again, when people approach you and talk about the past, and it doesn't feel good as to what they're talking about, like maybe they might still be living in that whole era, but you have moved away from that era. So maybe they might still be totally into partying hard and, you know what I'm saying, smoking, whatever. They might be still in the same era that you left maybe a year ago. Maybe a month ago you got tired of it. Maybe a week ago. Don't answer to it. Just, be happy for them and just say, yo, I'm going to get on you. But we have to be strong enough to delete a couple folks out of our phone that we know is going to hold us to our past. How are you going to see your future when you stay connected to your past? You cannot see your future. You cannot enjoy your present if you still are living in the past. Some of us might be holding on to the past because we believe that those were the best years of our lives. Some of us might be holding on to the past because we believe that we were at the height of our game, But I'm here to tell you that there is more to life. You can go further than you did in your past if you just let your past be your past and look forward to your present and your future. Think about how is it that you can gain momentum to surpass your past. Let's say that. What is it that you need to do to move further up the ladder? What is it that you need to do to move further towards your dream becoming the reality that you envision it to be? Stop thinking about the past. There are so many different eras in my life that I was at the height of my game in the past. And I get my phone calls from the people that was involved, and we talk about it, we reminisce on it, be like, oh my gosh, that was the good old days, we was doing it, and it's nice, but I know that's not all that I have within me. I know that was just a snapshot of what God has instilled in me, who God created me to be. It's like an appetizer. He like showed me an appetizer of how far I can go. You want this? You want this, Adionne? Or at that time, Livin'. People still call me Livin'. That's my street name from the neighborhood and my entertainment when I was in the music name. You want this? I'm going to give you this. And you can go this far. You can have this. When I was sewing and making clothes, and I had a snapshot, and I was doing things that people wasn't on point with it yet. They didn't understand. And then 10 years later, I see the stuff that I was creating, the rhinestone sneakers and the glittery sneakers and shirts and pants and jeans in the stores. God gave me a snapshot. I could have got upset and held myself saying, and stayed in the past and said, man, I could have had that money. And every now and then I laugh about it, we talk about it, but I laugh about it because I realize that God is showing me that look at how creative you are. Look at how ahead of the game you are. You will always be this way. But you have to let go of the past and keep moving in the present and the future. And guess what? I will give you more. I will give you something even bigger. As long as you stay in your creative field, as long as you don't allow people to hold you to your past and what didn't work out, and how things stopped in the midst of nothing, nowhere. Don't let those people hold you to that. There's so many projects that I started and I had to let it go. Rather it be financial, rather it be the people that was connected to it, rather it be, because I had to make sure that I was taking care of my child and it was too overwhelming to balance that out. Whatever the reason, there were so many big dreams within the course of my life to the present that I had to let go and I had to put on hold. But I still remember them, all the good points about them, all the things that worked out of them, so that when the time has arrived for me to be in a position that I can revisit, I know what works and I know what don't work. So therefore, it'll be a smoother ride for me, And this is what we have to do. Like, I talked to a girlfriend of mine, and, she's thinking about past relationships and how she just kept picking the wrong men. And I picked the wrong men a lot of times too. But I was telling her, and she just felt really down on herself. And I'm like, yo, no, that just taught you what you don't want. It taught you, it was like God allowed those dudes to be in your life to show you your value, to show you your worth, to show you that, no, guess what? You are more valuable, you are more worthy than having them. So sometimes, not sometimes, I believe all the time, God will allow a relationship to just not work out just so that you can move into your value, so that you will be available to receive the person that will value you. Let's say it that way. And I said it very slow so you can feel those words. God will remove certain people out of your life so that you can make room, because sometimes we're not going to do it. That's just the bottom line. Sometimes we go hold on. We know situation not working out. We know that this dream is just needs some adjustments, but we want to hold on to doing it the same way, or we're so comfortable with the person or with the way we're doing things that we want to hold on to it. So a lot of times God will just intervene and just jack it all up. And you just looking like, what the hell just happened? Like, what happened? I thought we were good. No, but you knew deep down inside that you and dude or you and girlie, y'all wasn't good, okay? And somebody had to roll. Somebody had to make that step so that you can free yourself to receive somebody that will be good for you. This is what life is about, y'all. The same thing with our dreams and our visions. Sometimes God just gotta jack it all up because you might have the wrong person connected to your dream and your vision, that when that thing blow up, you're gonna have problems. So don't second guess if your dream or your vision just all of a sudden just don't work. Be grateful that it didn't work, because sometimes we're not even ready for what God is going to bring. We're not even ready for that big picture because we still got all this junk and all of this baggage holding us down. So when it comes, we going to sabotage it. This is what happens. So don't hold on to the past. Don't, when people come up to you and say, hey, I thought you was gonna, be the superstar, this big singer. I thought you was gonna be, this big producer. Or I thought you was gonna be this big actor. And you had to stop because you had to maybe take care of your kid or take care of your household or whatever like that. You just look at them and tell them, yes, I will. If that's still in your heart, you make sure you let them know, I will when it's my time. That's it. Keep it moving. I will when it's my time. That's the line right there. I will when it's my time. Get that embedded. I will be that successful actress and artist and, big business guru. Whatever it is that you desire, you will be that. And if not in your lifetime, maybe it's for your kids. Maybe it's for you to show your kids, for your kids to follow your path and for them to take off. It's just like, I know some of y'all might not listen to Joel Osteen, but I'm just use him for example. I love this guy. He's a pastor of this big church in Texas. Or is it Dallas? Yeah, Dallas, whatever. And he was talking about one day how, his father, grew up basic with nothing, holes in his pants, poor and everything. And then, I'm going to keep it short, but he went through all of this stuff and he wound up starting his church. And, it took a long time to get it to the point where it was a couple thousand people coming. But his father had these big dreams that he was going to have this huge church, and it didn't happen in his time. But once he passed away, his son, Joel Osteen, grabbed the torch. And guess what happened? His dad's dream that he's been working so hard for, came to light through his son. And now his son is living out the dream that his father had worked so hard for all his life. Now, his son, his grandkids, great-grandkids is all going to benefit from all the hard work that he put in to grow that dream and that vision. All the hard work, all the failures, all the mistakes that happened and that he made along the way. All the kinks have been worked out for what? For his children. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. We can't allow people or things to hold us to the past. We have to learn to live in the present and reach for the future. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Let it go. Let it go. Because the past is the past for a reason. It's in the past. You can't change the time back there. You can only change the time right here. Get that in your spirit. You cannot change the time back there. You can change the time right here. Every day we wake up, we have a chance at a new beginning in our lives. We have a chance to a great do-over. It's all up to us, though. It's all up to us. We create our reality. As crazy as it sounds. We create our reality. You want to know how I know? Because you have to decide when it's time to get up. And whether you have a job, a career, you're an entrepreneur, You have to decide if you're going to work, if you're going to work on your dream, if you're going to work on your entrepreneurship. You have to decide that. Nobody else is going to decide it for you. Now, your boss might decide it for you if you decide that you want to keep calling out and you'd be fired. That's the only way that somebody else can make that decision for you. But in reality, we are all in control of our decisions day by day. We are in control of how we want to feel day by day. If we decide that we had a bad day the day before, we want to sleep knowing that we had a bad day. Things just did not go our way. Everything just went all wrong. We have the opportunity when we wake up the next day to either hold on to that part of our past or move on to a new beginning and say, you know what? Yesterday was yesterday, but today is the day, and damn it, it's going to be a good day for me. We have that power, y'all. Can y'all believe that? We really do. We have that power to say, yesterday was yesterday, and today is the day, and today is going to be a damn good day for me. And as the day goes along, when things look like it's going to be a little shaky, you still have the power to decide how you want to react to that. If you're parking in a parking space, you get ready to go to that parking space because this happens. It's happened to me. And all of a sudden somebody just pull right up in it. You have that one moment to decide how you're going to let that affect you. Are you going to get mad? Are you going to cuss that person out? Or are you going to keep it moving and just find another parking spot and continue on with your day? Are you going to allow that person to steal your joy for that 1 second for a parking spot? Because, hey, a lot of people are guilty of that. I used to be, so don't act like you're not guilty of that. But that's something that we have to work on, you know? And day by day, little things like that won't affect us when we decide to say, today is a new day. It's a new beginning for me. And it's going to be a damn good day for me. When we make that decision, guess what? Life becomes better. Now, I'm not here to say, oh, it's going to be all roses and, flowers and all of that. No, we still going to have our obstacles, our struggles. I do. But I'm so good at it now. People just, they just don't know how to take me. Like, I don't let stuff get to me because I realize now that when people try to talk about the past and the things that I've done in the past, and I did some doozies now. And, but I never set out to really hurt people. That's one thing about me. Now, if you hurt me now, I don't know, back in the past, I don't know. But I'm here to tell you that I can feel good about me because I have realized that I can take little pieces of my past and put it within me to make me a better individual. Let's say it like that. I could take those little pieces like, you know what, that was jacked up, but you know what, I did good in that situation. I did this. Let me pour that on over here. Pour that right on over here, Let that just sit right here and marinate for a minute. So if a situation like that happen again, this is the only part I'm going to play in that. You get what I'm saying? And that's what we have to learn to do. We have to learn to let the past go. People from our past that did not benefit us go. That, really don't mean us any good. And that's the only way we can grow, y'all. That's the only way we can become better individuals. Don't lose out on opportunities. Don't lose out on new friendships and new opportunities and new dreams because you're holding on to past people, past lost opportunities. You're beating yourself up, saying to yourself, you know what, I'm a failure. I'm always bad at things. Things never work out for me. Well, guess what? If that's what you're saying, that's how it's going to continue to be. I'm here to tell you, you have to change that talk and say, you know what? Yeah, it was jacked up back then, but things are getting better for me day by day. You have to say those affirmations. You have to affirm yourself until your subconscious believe it. I don't care what it looks like. You have to affirm yourself until you got to trick your subconscious to get rid of that junk, to spit it out, to vomit it out, all that past junk. and breathe in it that newness, that new, fresh, new energy. Yes, I am. I'm the bomb. I am. This business is going to work. This dream is going to work. And if it don't work the way I want it to work, it's going to work. I might have to make some adjustments, but it's going to work. And I'm going to be flexible, and I'm going to flow with the adjustments that I have to make. I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to look at anything that doesn't work and ask myself, okay, what is it that I can do better with this situation? How is it that I can fight if I have this addiction that I'm working on to stay away? What is it that I can do? Okay, the dude, now I'm going backwards now from the beginning. The dude that I was talking to, I was asking him about Halloween parties. You going out for Halloween party, this and the other? And then he just came out and said, and that's how we got on the conversation. He's like, I'm really working on, I have an addiction. I'm really working hard to stay. I'm like, smart. You stay out of that environment. If you know it can trigger you to go backwards, stay out of that environment. And I had some candy, and I was like, well, here, you ain't got to miss out on Halloween. Take some candy. He put a smile on his face. And I let him know, yo, dude, I am proud of you. Seriously, do not beat yourself up when that stuff is calling you. You just call your daughter up, because he had a daughter. Call your daughter up. Get your mind off of it. You'll be okay. But I'm proud of you for taking that step. Because so many people won't take that step. So many people won't look at themselves and say, you know what, I'm ruining my life and I'm ruining my loved ones' lives because they are a part of me. And we are, supposed to be this unit, and I'm jacking it up. But don't beat yourself up. Just work at it to do better day by day. If you fall off, say, it's okay, I'm going to do better the next day. That's it. That's all we can ask of ourselves. Do not listen to everybody else telling you if you're a failure and all of this stuff. And the last story I'm going to say, the other girl that got in my car, she was coming to find out she was adopted. She's a single mom, and her mom, decided that she didn't want nothing to do with her because she was Catholic. She didn't want to come to church because she had a baby, and she wanted her to own up to her mistakes. And I had to let her know, like, look, sis, there is no mistakes. That's your baby. God brought him here healthy through you. He's a sweet. And I picked up 2 different times, 2 different occasions. I'm like, you are getting out here, you're working, you're taking care of your child, you're making sure he in the best daycares, because we had a conversation about daycares. I said, you're doing the best you can. This is not a mistake. Don't you believe that? I said, your mother is dealing with something that she has in her past that makes her feel like she needs to be perfect. So she don't want nothing to mess up her so-called perfect picture, which is not perfect, because if it was, you wouldn't be that type of person where already you adopted this person, and then you going to turn your back because, oh, she had a baby? No, you're not perfect. You're messed up, okay? So I had to let her know, and I poured into her. Yo, you the bomb. You the bomb. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you. She got out with a smile. She's like, I hope I get you again. That made her day. Trust me. That made both of their days. Just me letting them know, like, it's good, it's okay. We all here on this earth, we do things as long as you're working at making your life better. She's working at making her life better because she got a job. She makes sure her kid is in daycare. He's 2 years old. He looks very healthy. He's always clean. She's making sure he kept his hat on, not catch a cold. She's being the best young mother she can be with nobody in her corner. Nobody in her corner. And that's damn good to me. So I'm here to tell y'all that just don't lose sight. Don't get caught up in your past and your past so-called failures and mistakes, because every day is a new beginning. Every day you have a choice to make little steps to become a better version of yourself. Little steps to delete certain folk out your life. Little steps to delete certain habits out your life. Don't beat yourself up. Don't overwhelm yourself and try to take on the whole picture and just cold turkey everything. You're smoking cigarettes. Don't just cold turkey everything. Baby steps. Baby steps. Get the Visionary Dreamer 90-Day Journal on Amazon.com. I'm telling y'all, I got some great tips and some different ways that you can become this better person. 90 days. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Take time out for you. That's what you do, y'all. As I said, let the past be the past. Live in the present and look for the future. Look forward to your future. Don't answer to your past. Don't answer to your past, because you are better than your past. And you are getting better day by day. Why? Because you're listening to Chronicles of Living podcast show. So I know you're getting better day by day, because that is what I'm here to do. Encourage you. Make sure y'all leave any comments. Make sure y'all email me. Y'all want to come on the show. Tell your story on how you made it through some big obstacles, struggles. You living your dream right now. You working at your dream. You've been a listener since day one. I want to hear from y'all. I want to bring y'all on the show for my listeners. I know I don't do a lot of interviews, but I'm moving towards that. Like I said, I'm getting a whole lot of things together behind the scenes, and it will be revealed to y'all. I know I just try to keep things quiet until it comes to pass, because I thought I was going to put all 3 books out at the same time, but that didn't happen. But the book number 2 is coming out real soon. The workbook is coming out real soon. And yeah, that's all I got to say today. Heal your subconscious, y'all, with affirmations and meditation. Heal your subconscious. And what I mean by that, all that junk that's in your memory bank, that is your subconscious. All the negativity is your subconscious that's holding on to your spirit, your thoughts, your soul. That is your subconscious. Affirmations. Affirm yourself every day. Go to the mirror every day, as many times as you need to. While you're driving in a car, while you're on the bus, while you taking Uber, Lyft, whatever. Affirm yourself. If you got to say it within yourself silently, that I am doing better day by day. I am going to kick this habit. I am beating this habit. Not I'm going to, but I am. I am sober. I am renewed. I am, refreshed. I am all of these things. I am. That's what you need to tell yourself. I'm beautiful. I'm valuable. I'm worthy. I'm enough. I am. I'm clean. I'm sober. I'm the bomb mom. I'm the bomb dad. Whatever you got to say to yourself, hey, say it. Say it until you believe it. It's not about being so-called, conceited, obnoxious, whatever. No, you say it until you believe it, until you're walking in it. That's what you do for you, okay? So, I'm hyped about this day because I know how the past can hold us captive, and it can steal so much of our joy. And it's so important for us to release, to let go, to forgive, and to keep it moving. And that's what I want to leave y'all with, okay? So, again, I welcome all of y'all, and I thank all of y'all for y'all support. And, yes, this is Adionne, your dream pusher, your lifeguard, saving you from yourself, from the world, from some real bullshit, y'all. And this is Chronicles of Living podcast show, the show for everyday people doing everyday things, living everyday life. You know it's extraordinary, folk. Doing the damn thing the best way we can. And I just love you guys so much, y'all. Y'all just don't know. If I could just hug each and every last one of y'all and come through this computer, which they're going to make one day, I'm sure. We're going to be able to touch each other through the computer. They're doing so much. I wouldn't be surprised. But when that happens, I will be giving y'all all the hugs and the smooches on the cheek to let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. So until next Sunday, I love you guys, my visionary dreamers. Peace. Thank you for listening to Chronicles of Living, where we talk to everyday people about everyday things in the past, present, and future. And if you are pursuing your dreams, I'm proud of you. Because the best part of life is when you decide to live. To keep up with us, please visit chronicles-of-livin.com. Until next time, This is Adionne, your dream pusher. I love you guys.